Hello, welcome to my channel once again. In this video, I'll be showing you how you can monitor the activities in a resource group using Event Grid. So let me share my screen. Yeah, so basically, in our last videos, we've seen how we can use Event Grid for an event source like a storage account. But in this video, we want to monitor events in an entire resource group. And you can also replicate this same method for a subscription. So the key thing you need to look out for is that um, any service within Azure that has this event over here, you can definitely um, monitor events. You can work with Event Grid with it. So I opened this resource group. So this is a resource group that I just created. It's completely empty. So you will navigate over to the left and you click on events. And the same thing that we did in the last video, we want to create an event subscription. But before I do that, what you just need to do is you need to ensure that you have your Azure function in place because we are going to be using our Azure function as our event handler. Unlike in the last video that we used the webhook from Visual Studio using ngrok as our event handler. So I will go over here. I already created one, but I will just show you the process of creating one because a lot of persons usually face issues knowing the right function application to create. So I click on create, I open the function app service, then I click on create, I navigate over here, consumption is fine, then I pick a resource group, I give it a name. I'm not going to click review and create, but I just want you to see this. Then I'm fine with .NET. Yeah, so this is the tricky one. This is the tricky thing. By default, you can see isolated worker model is selected, but because we want to work with an Azure function, for you to be able to have that capability, you need to change this to in-process model. So that is the key thing that you need to do to be able to access your Azure function from this platform. So I already have one created. It's just a simple app. I think this is it over here. In process. Yeah, so immediately after creation from the um overview page below it, you will see the option for to create a new function, to create a new Azure function. So all you just need to do is click on it, and when you ask to select your trigger, you just need to select Event Grid trigger. And I already did that, and I have one here. If I wanted to create it, another one, so I can click on create and I will choose Event Grid trigger, and my function will be ready. So you can see Event Grid trigger. Yeah, Event Grid trigger. So we have it here. Okay. So that is that for that. We already have our function ready. So now I'll be going back to the resource group. So this is the resource group that we want to monitor. We really, really want to monitor every activity as far as this resource group is concerned. Not every activity, but I'll show you how you can filter the event type that is of interest to you, because this really captures a lot of information, and many security services rely on um, Event Grid to build solutions for their cloud platform. So we want to create an event subscription now. I click on event subscription. I give it a name. So we can call this resource group event monitoring. Okay. So event schema, we are fine with event grid schema, which is usually the default. We are not using a cloud event trigger yet, so this is fine. Yeah, so for our resource group, we also need to give a topic name. Um, this is the resource group that is of interest to us. So let's give a topic name, event monitoring. Okay, so let's work with that. Now, this is where we are to filter the to event type. You can recall that in the case of storage account, we filtered with blob created and blob deleted. But over here, we are only going to, let me see, I do not want too many information, so I'll probably just resource delete success. No, let me just concentrate on the one that has to do with um writing information to my resource group. Action success also. Yeah, so let's just do resource action success and resource write success. Okay. So these are the two event type that I want to capture. So anything related to this within this resource group will be logged, will be triggered by my Azure function. Okay. So the endpoint type now, as you know, we are going with Azure function. In the last video, we went with webhook, but in this case, Azure function is our event handler. So we scroll down and we want to configure an endpoint. So not test this time. It was added to event grid series. Yeah, so this is it, app process. We have two, but app process is what we are using. So let's confirm our selection. Yeah, so now let's create. Okay, so now we are creating the event subscription that within the resource group that is of interest to us, and we've added the event handler, which is actually an Azure function to keep track of activities within the resource group. And that was a success. So what I'm going to do now is I would go over to my function app, my Azure app, my Azure function rather, which is RG function app process. And let's open it up. Shall we open it up? And we want to capture the logs now. Okay, so let it connect. It's connecting to application insight. Yeah, it's connected now. So let's go over to file system logs. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, so this is connected. Now, this is the interesting part. I will go over um to my resource group. I'll go to the resource group and I will try to, okay, let me go over to, let me see a simple service that I can work with on my resource group. So should we do another function application? Okay, so let me use function application. I think that's a lot simpler. So let me create a new function application. And this time around, I'll be adding it to the resource group that is being monitored. So event grid tests. So this is the resource group that is being monitored. So let me call this ABCD TUV. Yeah. Runtime stack.net. We can leave this. We can leave this. Okay. Let me change this to not Europe, Northern Europe or Western Europe. Okay. Okay, so now take note of this. It is empty, no trace in the past 10 minutes. Okay. Now I'm going to create it now. Review and create. So this resource group, the resource group that I'm creating this function application is being monitored. Is being monitored. So now we are trying to verify that um, when we add some kind of information to it, it's going to be logged. So we are going to see if that is going to happen. Hopefully the filters that I left in there will capture this. So this is being added now. We added the right success, and I can't even remember what was added anymore. It takes some time for it to reflect though, but we'll see how it goes. So this is being added now. Um, so as an Azure admin and you want to monitor, you've created a resource group for an external party or for one of your engineers, one of your cloud engineers, but you want to monitor what he's doing there, or you even want to investigate some security activities around it. Um, Event Grid is something that you can use. So now it has added a couple of resources into that resource group. So let's see now if there's a reflection. You can see so much information. You can see the trigger fired, trigger fired, trigger fired, trigger fired. So all this information here, they are very useful. This is a very simple log information. You can use a lot more classes around this, and the moment you can use these classes to get more details around what is really happening here. So this is what we really want to do. So you can see that it has captured a lot of information by just creating a function. By just creating a function, we've been able to trigger so much, and it's still going on. It's still going on. That's why I reduced it to just two. So if you have everything selected, it's very, very detailed when it comes to monitoring. Okay, so it's done. So I hope that you find this video helpful. Event Grid is very helpful when it comes to security. It helps with that. When people think of Event Grid, the first thing that comes to their mind is applications that requires that sort of data structure, maybe a queue or something. But even in security, in investigating resource usage and things around that, it also has its applications. So if you find this video helpful, don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe. Have a wonderful day.